In the middle of a crowded city street, people rushed in every direction. Cars honked, phones rang, voices shouted. The air was filled with noise, confusion, and stress. But among the noise stood one man who seemed untouched by the chaos. His name was Daniel. While others panicked and hurried, Daniel walked slowly, breathing deeply, with a calm smile on his face. People looked at him and wondered, how can someone stay calm in this madness? Daniel hadn't always been calm. In fact, years ago, he was the complete opposite. He was short-tempered, easily stressed, and constantly overwhelmed. Every small problem felt like a disaster. If something went wrong, his mind exploded with negative thoughts. But one day, something happened that changed him forever. It was a rainy morning. Daniel was on his way to work. He had an important presentation, one that could decide his future at the company. But as he reached the subway, he realized he had left his laptop at home. Panic hit him. His heart raced. His palms began to sweat. He ran back home, grabbed the laptop, and rushed again to the station. When he arrived, he saw the train doors closing right in front of him. The next train would come in 15 minutes. Daniel screamed in frustration and kicked the wall. People stared at him, but he didn't care. In that moment, he felt like his entire world was falling apart. When he finally reached the office, he was late. His clothes were wet, his hair messy, and his heart still beating fast. During the meeting, his boss frowned. Daniel forgot parts of his presentation, and his voice shook. He failed that day. Later, when he sat alone in his office, he realized something important. It wasn't the train, or the rain, or even the laptop that had ruined his day. It was his reaction. He had lost control of himself. The chaos outside had taken control of the chaos inside him. That night, he searched online. How to stay calm in stressful situations. He found books, videos, and even stories from monks, soldiers, and doctors. But one idea stood out. You can't control the world, but you can control how you respond to it. It sounded simple, but Daniel wanted to live by it. The next morning, he started practicing calmness. He sat in silence for 5 minutes before work, focusing only on his breath. At first, it felt strange. His mind wanted to think about everything: his job, his emails, his mistakes. But he kept coming back to his breath. In and out. Slowly, the noise in his mind began to fade. For the first time in years, he felt peace. Over the next few weeks, Daniel started noticing changes. When his coworker made a mistake, instead of shouting, he took a deep breath. When the traffic was bad, he played soft music instead of complaining. When his boss gave him extra work, he said calmly, "I'll handle it." People around him noticed. One colleague asked, "Daniel, what's your secret? You look so peaceful." Daniel smiled and replied, "It's not a secret. I just stopped fighting with life." But staying calm didn't mean his life became easy. One evening, his mother called him with bad news. His father had fallen sick and needed surgery. Daniel rushed to the hospital. The waiting room was full of worried faces. His sister cried. His mother prayed. Daniel felt fear rise inside him, but he remembered his breathing. In and out. He stayed with his family, comforting them. He spoke softly, helped with papers, and kept his mind clear. The doctors said the surgery went well. When it was all over, his mother hugged him and said, "You've become our strength." That night, Daniel wrote in his journal, "Calmness is not the absence of problems. It's the power to face them with peace." From then on, he made calmness his daily practice. He began waking up early, sitting by his window with a cup of tea. He watched the sunrise, listened to the birds, and took slow, deep breaths. Each morning became a reminder. The world could be loud, but he didn't have to be. He learned to respond, not react. At work, things also changed. When his team faced a sudden deadline, everyone panicked. But Daniel stayed calm and said, "Let's take one thing at a time." His confidence spread to others. They finished the project successfully. His boss noticed his new attitude and promoted him to team leader. Calmness had not only brought peace to his mind, but also respect from others. However, one day, Daniel's calmness faced its biggest test. A powerful storm hit the city. Roads flooded, electricity went out. People ran for safety. Daniel was driving home when a tree fell in front of his car. He stopped suddenly. Rain hit the windshield like bullets. The wind howled. He was alone on the road. His heart began to race. For a moment, panic tried to take over again, but he closed his eyes and whispered, "Breathe, Daniel." He took slow, steady breaths, in and out. He remembered. The storm was loud, but it could not shake the peace inside him. He got out of the car, looked around, and saw another man stuck in his vehicle. The man was shouting for help. Daniel ran to him, helped open the door, and together they found shelter under a bridge. The man looked terrified. Daniel smiled and said, "It's okay. The storm will pass." Hours later, when the rain stopped, the man thanked him, saying, "I don't know how you stayed so calm." Daniel replied softly, "Because I've learned that panic never helps." After that night, Daniel became known in his office and neighborhood as the calm guy. People came to him for advice when they felt anxious. He started sharing small lessons from his own journey. He told them, "When life gets chaotic, pause. Take a breath. You don't have to fix everything at once. Just find your center and the world becomes quieter." Years passed. Daniel became a mentor, teaching young people how to stay calm under pressure. He shared his own story, the missed train, the ruined presentation, the storm. Not as failures, but as teachers. He often said, "Every storm I faced was a classroom, and calmness was the lesson." One day, a student asked him, "What if chaos never ends? What if life keeps throwing problems at you?" Daniel smiled gently and replied, "Then you make peace your constant friend. Because the world may shake, but your inner peace can stay still." His words inspired many. People began to see that calmness wasn't weakness. It was strength. It was the power to keep your mind clear when everything else is falling apart. Daniel's life became a living example of his own philosophy. Whether he was stuck in traffic, waiting in long lines, or facing personal challenges, he stayed centered. He knew that panic solves nothing, but calmness opens doors to solutions. Sometimes, during quiet evenings, he would sit on his balcony and watch the city lights. The noise below reminded him of who he used to be, the man who fought against life's chaos. But now, he had learned to move with it, like a leaf floating on water. He no longer needed control over everything. Peace had become his natural state. And perhaps, that's the greatest lesson of all, that calmness is not found in perfect moments. It's found in imperfect ones, when you choose to stay still while the world spins around you. As Daniel once wrote in his journal, "Chaos is outside. Calm is inside. When you master yourself, no storm can break you." So the next time life feels overwhelming, when the world is loud and confusing, remember Daniel's story. Take a breath. Feel your heartbeat. Remind yourself that you are stronger than the chaos. Because true peace doesn't mean there is no noise. It means the noise no longer controls you.